Did you know, Will, that a lot of people are losing their AirPods? You must have imagined that.
Like while they're wearing them?
Yeah, like they drop it and can't find it. It's so small. I got this report here on Mac Rumors. New Yorkers losing so many AirPods in subway tracks that MTA is considering a PSA to warn commuters. So what's going on here is people are dropping so many AirPods that it's actually becoming disruptive, that they're having to, like, these guys are having to go down there to try to find them for people. And, you know, it's gross down there. And maybe certain trains have to slow down a little bit because they got to get this AirPod out. And it's disruptive at this point.
If you drop it in the New York subway, would you want it back?
I mean, it looks pretty grimy.
With the rats?
The images, but they're expensive, Will. Not everybody's balling out of control like you. All right? Would you want it back?
That looks grimy. The picture that we're looking at, it's just like this AirPod that's just dirty, like dusty.
Yeah, it's not nice. It's not
gross.
nice. But I will tell you, I mean, and I didn't even know this. I'm reading this article here. You can get a replacement AirPod, a singular AirPod, for $69.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even know that. I thought you'd have to buy a whole new pair. You can get a singular AirPod, but so what do you think? Do you think the dirty AirPod, New York City subway AirPod, or are you splurging on a $69 for the singular replacement?
I don't know. I mean, it's just looking at this picture, it's just really gross.
You're bailing out. Yeah, it does look pretty gross.
Thinking about the New York subway.
No, there's rats. You got rats down there. I mean, all kinds of garbage. Yeah, it's not a fun place to be. Anyhow, so we have a couple quotes here from some of the subway workers. One guy says here that he had 18 requests to fetch lost items around noon on a Thursday. He had 18 requests for the whole day to fetch lost items, and 6 of them were AirPods. So it's a very high percentage on a daily basis of these AirPods. I mean, it showcases the popularity of the AirPod, but it also, of course, showcases, I guess you could call it a flaw. Now, he says maybe it's been happening more frequently in the summer because it's hot down there. And people got like sweaty ears and sweaty hands, and it's slipping, it's flipping and slipping. It's quite possible, but people are taking all kinds of routes to try to get their stuff. One girl, passenger Ashley Meyer, she live tweeted a track rescue. She took pictures of herself going to get a broom and duct tape, and so she's down there with the rats trying to get her AirPod. She was
doing it herself.
She did it. She didn't even tell anybody. She just went right for it. I can't lie. I might attempt at a certain point in my life. I might attempt something similar. Point, not right now. I wouldn't do it. I'm a busy guy. I got things going on. I'm not there with the duct tape. But nonetheless, there it is. That's her AirPod right there, and that's her broom, and that's her tape. By the way, that's her experience getting that AirPod. Good for her. Whatever. You don't want to spend the $69, so be it. You got the AirPod. I don't know. You got to clean it up, all of that. But I guess you know what the surprising takeaway is for me here? That Apple will actually sell you a singular replacement AirPod.
Right.
That's a surprising thing to me, because I would have thought a company like Apple, they're like, nah.
Yeah.
You got to buy the whole deal.
They probably just test it and be like, yeah, you can probably just lose one.
Yeah. You know? No, I know. I think they're being cool with that. I don't know what the price should be. Obviously, a full replacement set is $150, $159, or whatever it happens to be. So it's quite a discount to just get a singular AirPod. But still, I think a lot of people are going for it. They don't want to spend that kind of money on a single AirPod. Anyway, hold on to your AirPods. I mean, that's the message. Careful with these little things jumping out of the subway. Maybe just leave them in until you've progressed far enough from the subway tracks. Because I'm wondering, actually, how are these all falling on the tracks? What's going on there? The activity must be that as you exit the subway car, you pull them out. There's jostling. Who knows? I mean, there could be a lot of ways. Maybe someone can fill me in. Maybe someone's had this experience or seen this happen live. But I'm assuming what's happening is that the transition to the subway train itself is a place where people are either putting in or probably putting in. They scrambled to get to the subway. They made it on time. They're about to step on, and they're like, my audiobook, and then deadly.
Could have bumped into someone. It's like a busy...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. It could be a lot of things.